Welcome to our fourth day session. I must say thanks to you all for joining and encouraging us by attending the yoga session through online. Today also we have the same team yesterday. I welcome you all for our session. Let's start our session. Back straight, neck straight, eyes closed. We'll prepare ourselves for practicing today's yoga session. You have to just focus on your breath for 1 minute. When you focus on your breath, you're having better attention. You mentally prepare and also recollect the practice that we did yesterday. The mental chanting and preparation is done. Now, slowly rub your both the palms, make it warm, and slowly keep over your eyes. Give a gentle massage over your face, your neck, your shoulder and hands. And slowly open your eyes and ready for the practice. As like yesterday, we will do first joint mobilization or Sukshma Vyayama. Everyone, those who are watching, kindly standing position. Come into standing position. We will do today first neck movement. That's what yesterday also we practiced. For that, first we have to keep our legs little apart. We can keep it 1 foot apart so that you don't fall. This maintain your center of gravity and prevent you from fall. You can keep your hand back and then look straight, and then you can go ahead by moving your neck forward and backward, flexion and extension. 1 up, 2 up, 3 up, 4 up, 5 up, and come to neutral position. You can relax for a while. Now we will go with the next movement of your neck, which is turning towards your right. Look towards your right side, left. Slow and steady movement, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Come back to neutral position and relax for a while. When you relax, you can observe your neck. When you relax, you can close your eyes and also observe the changes after the movement. The next movement of your neck would be bending towards right, ear to shoulder. Right side 1, left side, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, and back to neutral position. When you relax again, close your eyes. And the last movement of the neck is rotation. The next movement is rotation. You can put your chin on your chest and do clockwise rotation. You try to open your eyes and do this practice. 1, 2, 3, and back to neutral position. We'll go ahead with the 3 opposite direction movement. Put the chin down. Do the anti-clockwise. 1, 2, 3, and back to neutral position. So by then we finished all the 4 movement of our neck. Take a small break by relaxing, tying your hand back and observing the neck joint. Now we shall go for the next joint, which is shoulder joint. The leg position is same. Slowly take your both the hand from your sides, turn it upwards, bend your elbow, touch your fingers on your deltoid muscles. Bring your both the hand in front, the elbows in front, and slowly lift the hands up. Go for rotation. 1, touching your elbows there. 2, meeting the elbow. 3, 4, and 5. We can do the anti-clockwise direction again. Bring the elbow in front. Put it down. 1. Make a big circle. 2, 3. Elbows touching in front. 4 and 5. Stretch the hand and release it in a reverse order. And relax. When you relax, always close your eyes and focus on your breath. We finished 2 joints now. The third one we will go with elbow joint. And he has to face the other side. The leg position is the same. Stretch the hands in front. Turn the palms up. Then bend it. 1 and stretch. Flexion, extension. 3. Back. 4. Back. And 5. Back. Put the palms downwards. Release the hand and then relax. When you relax, close your eyes and focus on your breath. Now turn towards us. The leg position is same. Now we'll go with our wrist joint movement. Hands in front of the thighs. Stretch the hands in front. Just do the flexion of the elbow and extension. 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5 and 5. Release the hand. And then we'll go with the small joint movements. Just make a fist of your hand and stretch. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 and 2. Release and relax. The next movement for our spine, what we did yesterday, same movement. The legs in the same place, firmly kept on the ground. Make sure that you are not slipping. There is no slippery area. Even if you are, make the legs firm to the ground. Then slowly take your both the hands in front, place it in front of your chest, then stretch the right hand and turn back, spinal twist. Opposite side. Opposite side. Opposite side. You're twisting your spine. Opposite side and come back to neutral position and release. Tie your hand back and relax. Very simple spinal twist. Now let's practice the knee joint movement which we have done previous class. You can keep the hand over your waist. You have to balance in your one leg. Lift your one leg right in front and then do the knee flexion and extension. Very good. 1, back, 2, back, 3, back, 4, back, 5, back and release. And practice the other leg. Up, flexion, extension, flexion, extension, flex, 4 and 5. Release. Maintain in the same position. Bring your hands back and relax for a while. You can keep observing each joint movement. If your range of movement is improved or not, you can keep observing that. The next movement we did not do yesterday, we all did together with toes and ankle stretch, which is toe standing. Today we will do flexion and extension of our ankle joint. Stretch your legs in front, right leg, and do the flexion, putting down, and extension, bend it back, up and down movement of your ankle joint. Simple language. 3, 4, 5. Bring it back. Can practice the other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Release. Relax for a while by tying the hand back. Close your eyes. And the last movement we would do toe standing. Should be facing towards us. Legs little apart on your shoulder width. And lift your toes, your heels. You are standing on your toes, back to ground. Do 5 times. 1, down. 2, down. 3, down. 4, down. 5 and down. Relax. By this we finished all the Sukshma Vyayamas. Let's start the breathing exercises today. Yesterday we practiced 4 of them. We will add one more with that. Total 5 breathing exercise we'll do it today. Come to attention position, hand side of the body. Now slowly keep a gap between your feet, 1 foot apart. The first practice let us do. Bring your both the hands in front, the palms facing each other. As you inhale, stretch it sidewards to your shoulder level, and exhale, bring it back. Very important to synchronize with your breath. Inhale, exhale back. Inhale, exhale back. Inhale, exhale back. Last round, inhale and exhale back. Release your hand, tie your hand back and relax. It is very, very important to practice with synchronization or coordination with your movement and breathing. Here we synchronize the hand movement with inhalation and exhalation. As you expand, you inhale. As you contract your hands in front, you exhale out. So you can close your eyes and practice, or if you open your eyes and practice also would be fine in the beginners. Let us practice the second breathing practice. Hands in front of the thighs, legs in the same position. As you inhale, you stretch your hands up. Lift it up, exhale down. Here the angle is very more 180 degree. Before it was 90 degree breath, now it is 180. So you need to breathe very slowly. Let us practice together. Inhale, exhale down. Sometimes what happens, hands in comes in front and your air breath is finished. Inhale up, exhale down. Fourth round, inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down, and relax. We finished 2 breathing practices, synchronizing with your body movement and your breath. Now third one, legs in the same position, firmly kept, hands over your waist. We did practice this, but let us do this again with synchronizing your breath. When you inhale, you have to stand on your toes, and when you exhale, you have to slowly go back. So you have got a small gap in between your legs, your heels and ground. With that you have to synchronize your breathing. So it's very tough breathing exercise. Let's practice 5 times. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. 2 more times. Inhale up, exhale down. Last round. Inhale up, exhale down, and relax. Your calf muscle must be hurting. Calf muscle can have pain because of this exercise. Regular practices will reduce that pain. Now, the one which we did now plus previous one what we did, we have to coordinate 2 movements, hand movements and feet with breathing. The same position, hands in front of the thighs. As you inhale, you raise the hand as well as the toes. You stand on toes. Inhale up, exhale down. This required more strain. Open your eyes and practice. 2, down, 3, down, 4, down. Last round, 5, and down. Relax. We have done neck, shoulder, elbow, wrist, fingers, spine, hip. facing towards the mat. Bring your both the hands, interlock that hands and place it over your chest. And elbows are relaxed. As you inhale, stretch out 90 degree. Exhale back. Inhale, stretch out 90 degree. Exhale back. Inhale. Exhale back. Now we'll do 180 degree. Inhale, forehead region. Exhale back and relax the elbow. Inhale and exhale back. Inhale and exhale back. Now 180 degree above head. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down and relax. Remove your hand, tie your hand back and face towards us. Today we shall practice pranayama. For that, sit in any comfortable position, cross-legged pose. Make your back, neck straight, eyes closed. Those who are aged, they can sit in any chair and practice. There is no problem. You should be making your back and neck straight with eyes closed. Pranayama is also called voluntary regulated breathing. So we normally breathe, which is involuntary. It happens by its own. Also you can make it voluntary. So knowingly you are breathing. Plus regulated means you are controlling the speed, rhythm of your breath. That's nothing but pranayama. It is not breathing exercise as we did. The first pranayama, it is a preparatory pranayama, first two. The number one, what you have to do is sit straight, eyes closed, back straight, hands over your knee, and then focus on your breath. Breath has four components. One is inhalation and exhalation. In pranayama, we have four components. Inhalation, just a retention at the end of inhalation, and then exhalation. At the end of exhalation, there is a retention. It happens by its own. But here you have to do 1 minute focus on your breath. You are aware that you are breathing. When you closely observe your breath, it is voluntary and it is under your control. And you are knowing that you are breathing. Most of the time we don't notice our breath, but during pranayama, you focus on your breath. Once you have done 10 rounds to 12 rounds, it's almost 1 minute. If you do it more time also it's fine. If you can sit in a comfortable position and do this for 5 minutes, it becomes the first step of doing meditation. Second breath, you don't need to open your eyes. You can close your eyes and practice. Just listen my instructions. Now you have to add one more component in your breath, that try to make inhalation versus exhalation ratio 1:1, which means you take a particular amount of time to start and finish your inhalation. For an example, 3 seconds. Just giving an example. Take almost 3 seconds to exhale as well. So make the ratio between your inhalation and exhalation 1:1. I know your exhalation may be little lengthier, or some will exhale very fast, will finish it in very fast. There is what you need to have a control. Make it really voluntary, regulated breathing. So you inhale and exhale. So maintain the ratio. It's a mental calculation. We cannot use the calculator, just a mental calculation. Inhale and exhale. Go for another 6 rounds. You may feel sleepy, you may get distraction, but focus on your breath. So first one, simple pranayama, what we did is, or preparatory pranayama, is focusing on your breath. Second preparatory pranayama, what we did is ratio breath. Now slowly open your eyes. You have to look at the screen of your mobile or TV or laptop, which one you are using. The third pranayama, or the first one, this was 2 preparatory, and the third one is alternate nostril breathing. For that we have to adapt a mudra or a sign in your hand. You can keep your posture, you can relax, correct your posture if it is required, and your right hand in Nasigagra Mudra. You can the thumb is open, the index finger and middle finger is bent, ring finger and small finger is stretched out. So here this hand is Nasigagra Mudra. We use thumb for closing the nose, right nostril, and ring finger for closing the left nostril. Understand that? Closing the right nostril with the thumb, left nostril with the ring finger. Okay, I will give you the instruction of practice. First, the left hand over your knee. So right hand you have to close first your thumb, right nostril with the thumb, and then inhale through the left. When the inhalation is finished, close the left and exhale through the right. Inhale through the same right, close it, and exhale through the left. One round done. Okay, release. One simple one I will tell. Left inhale, right exhale. Right inhale, left exhale. That's all. You have to remember left inhale, right exhale, right inhale and left exhale. We will do it for another 5 rounds. Close the right. Left inhale, right exhale, right inhale, left exhale. Next round. Left inhale, right exhale, right inhale and left exhale. Now you have learned it. Now you do it your own, because my saying and your depth of the breath is different. Some people can follow, some people can have more. So practice that by your own another 2 rounds. Left in, right out, right in, left out. Okay, once you have done your practice, relax. So we did 2 preparatory practice. What we did it in preparatory practice, you have to apply in alternate nostril breathing or Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama, what you have done right now, which means your breath has to be voluntary and you have to do ratio breathing. Here only the difference is you are closing the nostrils, right and left. So whenever you do pranayama, any pranayama or any voluntary regulated breathing, you have to do the ratio breath and breath awareness. This 2 component is there in any pranayama that you practice. Ratio breath and your breath awareness or focusing on your breath. Now 4th pranayama that we are going to practice is called Bhramari Pranayama. I'll have to tell you this instruction, because when you do this, really practice this, you will not be able to hear me. So Bhramari Pranayama is closing your ears and humming like a bees. So the instruction goes like this. Don't do it, just have a look. Nobody is practicing now. You have to look and then do it by yourself 5 rounds. Okay, if you close your ears, you will not be able to listen me. So what you have to do is just look at your screen and listen. So by using 2 index finger, you have to close your ear properly. Don't close it now, you will have to listen, those who are watching us. So just look at the screen. Once you finish closing the ears, you have to take a deep inhalation. I will do it so that you can listen. And while exhaling, you have to hum like this. This humming can be done by partially closing your throat, and with the exhalation you have to coordinate and hum. So this you have to practice it for 5 rounds. If you are hearing me, my voice, which means you are not practicing, which means you are not closing the ears. So you can open your eyes, look at the screen and then practice it. So close your ears, take a deep inhalation. Everyone who is watching us, take a deep inhalation, and exhaling, do humming. Now I will not hum because you may be not listening me. So second round, inhale and do humming. Third one, inhale. Fourth one, inhale. Fifth one, inhale. Release your hand and relax. You can feel that kind of vibration throughout your neck, your head region, because this humming helps a lot to relax. So it's basically a relaxing pranayama. We'll conclude the session by chanting any prayer or keeping yourself 1 minute silent. Now slowly rub your both the palms, make it warm. Keep over your face, give a gentle massage over your face, neck, shoulder, and release your hand. Slowly open your eyes. Done. Thank you for joining with us. Today is Friday and we will have next session on Monday evening. So I would recommend all of you to go through the last 4 sessions which is there in our YouTube, and you can see that and learn all the practices once again. And about your dinner, again take some break and then go for your dinner. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Kaini. We'll see you next week.